Don't skip this. She says she's over it. She carries herself like nothing phases her anymore. But if you're paying close attention, her actions whisper a truth she'll never say out loud. She may seem emotionally detached, but beneath the silence, behind those nonchalant reactions, there's a different story being told. A quieter, more vulnerable one. Today's not about playing guessing games. It's not about overanalyzing her every move or stalking her feed. This is about understanding the deeper language, the one that doesn't speak with words, but with presence, with pauses, and with emotional residue that refuses to fade. We're going to break down the subtle signs that she's still emotionally attached to you, even if she's convinced herself she's moved on. And if you're a man walking the stoic path, you're not here to chase explanations. You're here to see what's real, without needing permission to notice it. Let's get into it. 1. Her silence doesn't mean she's over it. When a woman is truly done, her silence feels like a wall, solid, cold, impenetrable. It's like the final page of a book she's already shelved. But if her silence feels different, if it feels heavy, if it lingers with an emotional undertone, you're not looking at indifference. You're witnessing emotional processing in real time. Here's the thing most men miss. Silence isn't always closure. Sometimes it's confusion wrapped in self-protection. Sometimes it's pride fighting vulnerability. Sometimes it's her mind replaying what went wrong, while her heart isn't ready to let go. A stoic man doesn't panic when faced with that silence. He doesn't flood her inbox. He doesn't read between the lines of her captions. He observes. He knows the most powerful truths are often revealed in what isn't said. Think about it. If she were indifferent, she wouldn't hesitate. She wouldn't pause before replying. She wouldn't be quietly checking your stories, seeing if you're still the same man, or perhaps something more. When she's silent but still present in subtle ways, she's not over you. She's managing her feelings. And in that battle between head and heart, your calm presence becomes the mirror she can't ignore. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." In modern terms, don't chase, don't beg, don't try to force clarity. Let silence reveal what her words won't. Let your stillness echo louder than her avoidance. 2. She watches from a distance. She might not message you. She might never comment on your posts. But she's watching. A like on a photo you posted 6 months ago. A random view on your story. A friend mentioning that she asked about you, casually. It's not detachment, it's emotional reconnaissance. She wants to feel close to your energy, without being vulnerable enough to actually engage. To the average man, that's confusing. It feels like mixed signals. But to the stoic man, it's confirmation. She hasn't fully let go. And more importantly, you don't need to react to it. You don't follow that breadcrumb trail. You don't take the bait. You stay grounded. Because attention without intention is just emotional residue. Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." And in moments like these, that courage looks like not reaching out, not interpreting every digital breadcrumb as an invitation. You don't need to chase presence. Your energy is already being felt, and if she's observing from afar, it's not because she's indifferent, it's because you're still on her mind, more than she'd ever admit. 3. Her emotions still react to you. Now here's where it gets raw. She says she's over it, but when your name comes up, something shifts. Her body tenses, her tone changes. Maybe she gets defensive. Maybe she rolls her eyes a little too hard. It's not nothing. That reaction, that charge, is a dead giveaway. You see, true indifference, it's calm, it's peaceful. It doesn't flinch when the past walks into the room. But when she reacts emotionally, she's revealing the truth. There are still unresolved feelings that she hasn't come to peace with. You post about moving on. Suddenly she's posting stories that sound like subtle clapbacks. You're brought up in a conversation. She gets quiet, guarded, or sarcastic. That's not coincidence. That's emotional residue bubbling up because she hasn't closed that chapter internally, even if she pretends like she has. So what do? You don't react. The Stoic man doesn't mirror the chaos. He remains calm, rooted, and non-reactive, not because he doesn't feel anything, but because he refuses to be pulled back into emotional storms that don't serve his peace. That's how you become unforgettable, by becoming the stillness she didn't expect and now can't ignore. 4. She brings up the past. She casually brings up a memory, that night drive, that inside joke, the trip you took that changed everything, and you wonder, why is she bringing that up now? Because she's not reminiscing, she's reliving. Memories are emotional fingerprints. She could have mentioned anything, but she chose a moment with you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." So when her thoughts return to you, no matter how subtly, they're coloring her present reality with past emotions. She may laugh, she may seem nonchalant, but she remembers how she felt in that moment, and if she's still bringing it up, it means it's still alive in her. Here's where many men make a mistake. They jump back into the past. They feed into it, thinking it's a sign to re-engage. Don't. A Stoic man doesn't live in the past. He honors it, but he's not ruled by it. So when she brings up old memories, you simply acknowledge them without trying to revive them. That's not cold, that's powerful, because your value doesn't live in who you were, it lives in who you've become. 5. She tries to prove she doesn't care. Here's the paradox. When someone genuinely doesn't care, they don't feel the need to prove it. But if she goes out of her way to show how happy she is, how over it she's become, especially right after you've made visible progress in your own life, that's not confidence, that's performance. When people heal, they move quietly. When people pretend, they get loud, whether it's curated photos, dramatic captions, or over-the-top displays of independence. If it feels exaggerated, it usually is. And again, your job is not to decode it. Your job is to see it and keep walking. Her need to perform is not your invitation to react. It's your reminder of how far you've come. Final thoughts. The power of non-reaction. You're not watching this video because you want tricks or tactics. You're here because you want clarity. And the truth is, you already have it. If she's silent, watching, reacting, or reminiscing, those are signs of a heart still navigating what it couldn't keep. But that's her journey now, not yours. Your role is not to chase closure, it's to embody closure, through your peace, your growth, and your stillness. Because when a man chooses inner stability over emotional reaction, he becomes a force, a presence that doesn't just draw attention, but commands respect. Your turn. Let's talk. If this resonated with you, I want to hear from you. Drop this in the comments. I choose stillness over seeking, or better yet, tell me, have you ever seen these signs in someone you used to be close with? What did you notice in the silence? How did you respond? What did it teach you about yourself? Let's keep building a space where we're not ashamed of emotional awareness, where presence is power, where calm is our language, and where growth, real growth, becomes the loudest answer we give. This is Psychology Truth, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay grounded, stay clear, stay untouchable.